into our family history and had a lot of contact, I think originally through Rocky McDougall, and then with Wanda and myself, John Young, who had suffered through incredible amount of all sorts of diseases. In fact, years back, he had put the material he had in a library in Toronto, thinking that he would not live long. This was quite a few years ago. And I guess he became in contact with June Ross, who was also interested in the family history. And this energized him. He loved searching family history, research. And in spite of being in and out of the hospital, and in spite of terrible medical problems and a lot of horrendous pain, he managed to continue with his work and generous in supplying us with so much information. And he passed away. I don't have an obituary on him, but I at least wanted to mention his passing. He contributed so much to all of us, and we never really met it. I did correspond with him a lot with email and got to kind of know him. He had a wonderful, very bright man, great sense of humor. We'd kid back and forth about politics between Canada and the United States, and he was always correcting my English. I told him I'm American, and of course I'm careless about everything, and well, that's not the proper way to put down a certain date, and you have to put it in a, but so he was constantly trying to also teach me, bring me up to speed, but he was like this, Wanda has said, a world-class scholar, first class, so I didn't even try to keep up with him, or with Wanda for that matter. So, another person passed away, my eldest sister in New York State. She was born here in Texas, named Barbara Gibson, and she was 84, and she died March 25th, 2004. My older brother and my older sister were born in Texas. And my sister, Barbara, and the whole family moved to New York. Both my parents were originally from Texas. And my sister, Barbara, was extremely sentimental about Texas, and I wish she could have come down here. And she never was able to, and the best I could do would be to send her things from Texas, like go to a restaurant, I'd see some praline candy and send that to her, or a comforter with a Texas flag, as long as it had her picture of bluebonnets. She was never able to come back here, but that's really where her heart was, in Texas. So I certainly wanted to mention her.
Any others? If not, then if you just bow your head for a moment, in a moment of silence, and remember those of our family who are not with us anymore. Thank you. All right, let's get something on the other end of the spectrum. Births. We got any new children? I know we got at least one that wants to be introduced here today. Yes, Wanda?
I have a new granddaughter.
Okay, come up here and tell us about it.
Oh, okay.
You got a granddaughter, you got to come up and talk.
Oh, which
Okay,
one?
that's the rule.
This one. Okay. This is my new granddaughter. Her name is Phoebe Louisa Boblik, and she was born on September 14th, and she's 8 months old now, and she is a delight in our lives. She lives just 3 minutes away from us, so we get to see her every day, and so it's really wonderful to have a new face in the family, and she has bright blue eyes, and we love her.
What's her name?
Phoebe Louisa.
Phoebe? Phoebe, okay. Well, congratulations, Grandma and Grandpa. Does that mean we're never going to get you back down here to San Antonio, Wanda?
We're bringing her with us.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyone else? Okay, Ronnie, come up here. Tell us about this good-looking young lady over here. Nessa? Okay. Okay. Who's going to do this, Jay or Nessa? Mom going to do it? Okay.
Do I need that? I'm Vanessa. I'm Ronnie's youngest daughter. His father's Milton. And my husband Jay and I had a baby on February the 27th. She's 3.5 months old. Her name is Olivia Grace. We named her after my grandmother who passed away 10 days before. So, and she's the joy of our lives.
Congratulations. Olivia Grace, and she's here today somewhere. Where's Olivia Grace?
She's sleeping.
She's sleeping, okay. Beautiful young lady, and if she turns out to be as nice a lady as the person she's named after, she'll be okay. So. Anyone else want to? Yeah, Kurt. Any other births? Yes.
Two more on our side of the family. Had a grandson born August 6th last year.
Grandson, okay.
Fausto Agustin Ramirez.
Fausto Augustine Ramirez, okay.
And my sister Donna in North Carolina had a granddaughter born in July.
And her name?
Emma Jackson.
Emma Jackson. And did you put this into our official records? Make sure we're getting this? Okay. All right. Any other quick bragging things? Weddings?
Got a wedding?
Well, I know that. I knew. By the way, I want to thank my sister and brother-in-law for showing up. They gave up their nap today. And you don't realize how serious this is. I want to tell you. I have learned a long time ago when I go to Mason to see my sister, I do not go to her house before 3 p.m. She won't let me in the door until they get up from their nap.
Well, don't the other folks get to hear about Walt's marriage or not? Just
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to come up and
No,
tell them?
I gave you.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, back to my sister. She wanted me to announce that we had a wedding in our immediate family this year. And my nephew, or actually my great-nephew, her grandson, is the son of Walt and, not Walt, yeah, Delroy and Lynn Ragnall. From Mason. But anyway, Walt Ragnall married Cassie Strickland, who was from, what's that little town in East Texas, where she's from?
I forgot.
Anyway, the wedding was in Coons, Texas. No, the wedding was Conroe. No.
Oh, I don't. That's close enough.
Yeah, anyway, Coons, Texas. You've never been there. I've never been there. It's almost the end of the world. But anyway, we all gathered in Coons, and yeah, I wish I could think of the name of that little town in East Texas. But anyway, very nice wedding, and very nice young lady, and I hope she can visit here sometime. But anyway, that's our new addition to our family by marriage. Yes, Bess, do you have someone?
Yeah.
Hazel? do you-
Hazel has an announcement. Her daughter.
No, she has an announcement.
Okay.
Okay. Her daughter, Donna, married yesterday evening.
Well, come up here and tell that. Tell us who you are. Come on up here.
My daughter
on up
Donna.
You had to introduce yourself because you're connected to an important member of this family,
I'm
Wanda.
there, but I'm not.
I'm the oldest. I'm the boss of the family. So, my daughter, my oldest daughter, has remarried yesterday. She married a man named Mark Arnold, and they're off on their honeymoon.
Tell us how you're related.
I'm related to Wanda. I said I'm the oldest. I'm the boss. Wanda and Beverly and all my brothers are my little siblings.
One of the
For a nicer
one of
word.
the little brothers was today. Wiley.
One of your brothers was here a while ago, right? Wiley was here, and he left already. Anybody else? Anyone have anything they want to bring up or share with us today? Anything new? Where's Gene today? Oh, Gene already left? Okay, he was going to tell. Gene is our family artist in the family. He was telling me he was having a show in Kerrville all summer with Ace Reed. I'll let him tell us about that. We could all go there and see this. I don't know if y'all familiar with Eugene's Ash or Gene's carvings. Gene's famous for his wood carvings. And he's having a show in Bandera, Texas. Some location there with the famous cartoonist Ace Reed. So he wanted that to be mentioned. He's going to let him tell us about it, but he's already gone. Anyone else have anything you want to share? Wanda, you have something you want to come up and tell us about and bring that's new? Here's our family historian, and Arthur.
I wish I had more to tell you. I have been doing very little research this year because we put so much into our book that it's almost all done. But as I look at all the pieces that are missing everywhere from our history, it's those stories that I enjoy the most. The names and dates and all that are important, or else we wouldn't exist. But it's the stories about the people that have gone before us that we enjoy the most. I would like to have more of you write down your stories or record them. Kurt has been recording some today on his video camera that we hope to be able to put on paper and so to be able to share. And so I would like for you to write down your own memories or the memories of those that you have from your family, so that we can share them in the future. We do intend to have an update to our book at some point when we have enough things recorded. So if you've got some more, don't let them go by. Talk to your family and your siblings, the people who are not here, so that they can share with us their stories. I have just today found that John Young has passed on. He shared so much information with us about our Canadian ancestors. We didn't know anything about them until we met him, and he shared with us all the information that he'd recorded. The cousin, June, that Doug mentioned, has all his research, and it was his plan then that she would carry on and have it published. He was, I don't think if he had lived another 100 years that he would have ever finished, because he was a researcher and that was what his love was, and he was always searching for one more bit of information. And so he, what he has recorded so far, she is supposed to carry on and to publish, and I hope to be able to have copies of that for us. So if you are interested, remind me, The Saga is the name of his book, a family history that he's written of, and it of course takes his mother's side, or his father's side was the Young side, and then the McDougall side was the other half of it, and so and of course that includes us, and so we're all in there as well, and so it would be wonderful to see the entire big picture of that whole Canadian family. So I hope to be able to get in touch with her. So please give me your stories, and we will continue our supplements to our book in the future. Thanks.
Thank you, Wanda. Anyone else have anything they'd like to bring up or talk about or tell us about before we get on to other things? Or share with us? I would like to recognize the oldest person here. I don't know if anyone wants to admit to that, but who is our oldest member here today? I think I have an idea, but who wants to admit to being the oldest member? We always like to recognize you.
She's 88.
Who's 88?
88.
My sister-in-law, Trudy.
Judy?
Trudy.
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 You're 88. Can anybody beat that?
You're 88.
Todd? Are you younger than that?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
84.
74?
84.
84, okay.
He's 84 too.
Okay. Well, we're happy to have you here. Be with us. Thank you. I hate to bring up new business, because no one likes to talk about business. I know everybody wants to eat and then have a meeting and then go home and take a nap. But we got a little problem, it seems like we're having something come, get things going pretty smooth, and then something comes up, we kind of throws a kink in things. This is for sure, I guess, the last year we're going to be able to meet here at Turner Hall. This has been our home for many years. Before that, we were out at Lady Bird Park, and then I think actually we were at Turner Hall for some years before that, where we assist. And remember when we first started coming here years ago?
No, we used to go to Clanner.
Clanner Park.
Clanner Park, I don't remember.
Coming to Turner Hall? I thought we came here.
Until we've been here consecutively, but that.
Seemed like in between there sometime we came to Turner Hall.
Possibly.
Nevertheless, as Doug said, right now we're paying, what, $250 for the privilege of being in here. Next year, they're going up to $400. And that's just a little bit beyond our budget. Since attendance has dropped substantially every year, our income, of course, is dropping, and we just cannot afford, we simply cannot afford to stay here any longer. Because of Wanda's book, we made some income in the last few years, and that helps to sustain us financially. So we need to make some changes. And I'm open to suggestions on what y'all want to do. If you want to keep meeting every year, if you want to not meet anymore at all, you just want to say 79 is enough, and just or meet once every 5 years or once every 2 years. This is your family, however y'all want to handle it. Whatever we do, it won't be here at Turner Hall. We'll have to find a new place. Wanda has looked at some other places. She said she checked with Lady Bird Park, which is where we were a number of years ago. But the difficulty of getting that location out there makes it almost not feasible to do. I think she said they open it up for reservations on June the 1st, and then usually by January the 1st. And usually by January the 1st, it's already filled, booked. So I doubt that we could even, chances of getting a place out there are good. One of the reasons we quit going out there was because it's difficult to get a place, and also because a lot of people thought it was too hot. We wanted to have a place that's air conditioned. Most places, I would imagine, are going to, if they're available, are going to be kind of expensive. So if you have any ideas that you'd like to share with us now, I don't want to keep you too long, but like I said, this is your family. I don't want to make the decision, and Doug doesn't want to make the decision what we're going to do. We just want some input.
One time, our little family met out at, it's LBJ Ranch, you know, in Stonewall. They
Okay.
have a house out there. I don't think that it's air conditioned. They have fans, and it's really not
At Stonewall,
Stonewall.
what's the name of the place?
It's a LBJ Ranch. It's a national park, I believe.
Right.
They have a swimming pool out there for kids and tennis courts, you know, they can use, or you rent this house for X number of hours. But I think it's like, she said too, that you have to be, at a certain time, you have to turn in your reservation. I don't know what they're doing now, how they're really going about allocating. There'd have to be somebody to check in on that. Are you familiar with any of that?
No, I'm not familiar with that at all. I don't know anything about it.
It's
So,
a pavilion, it's not a house. Yeah, but I mean, he's not thinking here about a house. It's a pavilion that's built.
yes, yes.
If people would be willing to travel to Mason, our library is an ideal place. It has a social room that would certainly be big enough for the McDougall Reunion.
The new library?
Uh-huh. There's a swimming pool, the city pool is right next to it, and the playground in Heritage Park is there. And I think, don't want to be quoted on the price, but it's around $100 and something, including a deposit you get back if you keep it, clean it up. By the way, Olivia Zesh was very instrumental in getting this library going, our new Mason library. So it might be an appropriate place. But it is in Mason, and it's a little further than Fredericksburg, not that much further.
Let me just
And it's
get,
air conditioned.
yeah. Let me get some, okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Michael McDougall in San Antonio.
Who?
Michael McDougall in San Antonio. He can give you the information, because he's always the one who got the park for us.
Okay.
before, we're not doing any work, we got the park. I think it ran about $60 or $70.
Oh, well. Well, let me just get the feeling for this. How do you feel about going to a different town other than Fredericksburg? I mean, do anybody have any feeling about that? Or do y'all feel like you want to stay here at the roots, or do you make any different where you go to Stonewall or to Mason or Llano or some other place, where it may be? Ronnie Zesh Ranch in Mason? Or?
Could we go to?
Yes, Josephine?
This is just my opinion, but it doesn't matter so much where we meet, but I think we have to continue every year. I think if we start skipping 3 years and 5 years, we're going to be losing even more. We're all an older generation, and we might not be here in 5 years. So that's my feeling.
Good, thank you for that input. That's a good opinion. Most people feel the same way. We want to keep trying to keep this going. You know, last year it was kind of discouraging. I think we had 30 people, something like that. But this year, things are picking up a little bit, and I'm happy to see that. And so definitely want to try to keep doing it every year. Everybody's in agreement on that? Any negative input on that? Okay. Make a note of that. We'll try to keep doing that every year. As far as going out of town, no one really cares whether we go out of town. Yes, Wanda?
I think we ought to keep all our options open, and that try for the library in Mason, see if that's available. And there's here in Fredericksburg, there's a VFW hall as well as Lady Bird Park. You know, I wouldn't totally put that out, but perhaps if we had kept all the options, and we had several people checking in different places and getting back to you, that we would come up with maybe a couple of years in a row, you know, different places that we could go. Maybe we don't have to be in one place all the time.
Okay. That's a good idea. Okay. Anything else? Any other suggestions? Well, then keep looking, and if you have any ideas, either give me or Doug a call. Come up with something. We'll try to find something.
Plugging again for Mason, there's several McDougall families. You know, there's the Henry and Matilda and who is Elvis, that branch, can't think, Emma?
Emma.
Yeah. They may be more apt to come. if they were
Well,
in
maybe.
Mason.
I think that's a
more
good
sessions.
idea.
Yeah. Well, we're looking Mason. Anybody ever been other than the Mason people? Most of y'all know where Mason is. Everybody know where Mason, Texas is? It's 40 miles up the road here.
About 40 miles up the road.
Yeah. We may end up at a roadside park somewhere, you know.
Is there a place in Harper? You know, that's where the roots are really, aren't they, in Harper?
Yeah, Doug and I were talking earlier today. Is there anything out at Morris Ranch? Is there a park out there? I'm not familiar with that area. That's actually where it all started. But these are ideas. We'll look into something and to try to keep things going. But I'm glad to see people still want to keep coming. That's great. I don't want to keep it too long. I know people don't like meetings. Anything else? Anything I'm overlooking? Oh yeah, my goodness, Ronnie, you want to take up a collection? We got to take up a collection this year. Yeah, he doesn't have a hat. Anybody have a hat Ronnie can borrow?
How much money you gonna have to have?
I think it'd be interesting to see how many from each family.
We'll do that, yeah. But Potts, you want to let us use your hat? Pass it around.
There's a nice hat.
That's a good hat.
There it is.
Yeah, we do want to take a family camp.